Welcome to the Empowered Artist Podcast, where you will get all the strategy to sell your art online. I'm Jenna Webb. I've turned over 750 artists into artpreneurs. I'm an artist, marketing expert, coach, founder of Artpreneur Academy, chronic illness warrior, and your new art business bestie. When I retired from corporate to live my dream life as an artist, there was no example for me to follow. But as I started to grow a six-figure art business, I was able to map out a complete step-by-step blueprint for successfully creating and marketing online art businesses. If I can learn how to be an artist in my 30s, I can teach you how to run a business now. As the how-to girl, I'll give you the tips and tricks that will actually grow your art business. So tune in each week as we simplify art marketing, make selling your work fun, and elevate your artpreneur mindset so that you feel like the badass artist that you are, even on the tough days. I am on a mission to transform the mindset and income of artists everywhere. So if you're ready to live your dream life as a full-time artist, let's do the damn thing. Well, hello, my loves. Welcome back to another episode of the Empowered Artist Podcast. Today, I'm going to share what Frida Kahlo taught me about building a six-figure art business. First, a super exciting announcement. Wow, I am so excited. We have hit a huge milestone with this brand new podcast. I can't believe it, you guys. 10,000 downloads. When I set out to make this show to empower artists to live a life they love, no matter what, I didn't know how to create a podcast. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I never thought I'd have a podcast because I'd have to show up consistently week after week to create a show. And you know my story. I have chronic migraines, daily pain that debilitates me. So I had my own hangups that I had to get over in order to even show up and believe I could do this. But what inspires me the most is you. I'm reading your podcast reviews, I'm reading your emails and your comments on social media. You have been taking action when you listen to this show. That means more to me than you know. We are building community here. The other milestone we have hit is 1,000 members in our private Empowered Artists Facebook group. This is a free community that you can join now. If you are part of our Facebook group, make sure you're logging in every week. We have posts Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday where you can engage with me and answer the questions and prompts about your art business. And I'm taking those to heart and I am including that in the show. The other special announcement is we have some exciting upcoming guests coming on the show to share their expertise with you. If you're new to the Empowered Artist Podcast, all of the free resources and downloads to move your art business forward can be found at jennawebbart.com/podcast. Stay until the end, and we are going to take a listener question from our podcast voicemail. All right, let's dive in. Frida Kahlo was a Mexican painter, and she's one of my biggest inspirations. To jog your memory, she's the one with the iconic self-portraits with the flower crowns and that famous unibrow. Here's why Frida is my personal symbol for purpose, passion, and self-empowerment in my art business. These are three essentials that are my North Star to creating a successful art business, and I think you're going to love Frida even more after this. After contracting polio as a child, Frida Kahlo was involved in a severe bus accident at the age of 18 that left her bedridden for 3 months in a full body cast. So her parents encouraged her to start painting, and they even made her the special easel that she could use lying down from her bed, including a mirror that was on the ceiling, so she could use that to paint her self-portraits. Frida fell in love with painting because it helped distract her from her lifelong chronic pain that she suffered from. Polio left her right foot and her leg crippled. She continued to paint about her experience with chronic pain even after she recovered. This bus accident left her in a very fragile state, and unfortunately, she died in 1954 at the age of 47. However, her work resurfaced in the late 1970s thanks to art historians and political activists who admired the many paintings of women and indigenous people. And by the 1990s, she became a feminist and LGBTQ plus icon. I feel like you can really relate to this next part because creating art is such a solitary hobby. Discovering Frida's story was such an inspiration to me because of my own chronic pain journey with migraines. Creating art is such a great time for self reflection. And I relate to what Frida says. I paint self portraits because I am so often alone because I'm the person I know best. Frida created approximately 143 paintings during her life, including around 55 self portraits. One art theme that her work and my own work share is self love. Frida once said, "Fall in love with yourself, with life, and then with whoever you want." This quote emphasizes the importance of self love and self acceptance before seeking love from others. It really encourages individuals to prioritize their own well being and happiness, recognizing that they have the power to shape their own lives and relationships. By loving yourself first, you can cultivate a strong sense of identity and inner strength, which can then lead to healthier and more fulfilling connections with others. And art gives us that solitary time for self reflection. We get to develop our creative passion at the same time. Frida felt the same about the significance of self empowerment and self expression. She used her self portraits to explore her own identity and experiences. She said that she was her own muse, and I love that so much. I actually have the word muse tattooed on my hand. It's my most recent tattoo. Frida's art and her quotes, just her vision, really continues to inspire all of us to embrace our uniqueness and find strength within ourselves. She is such a badass. Another theme of my life and my artwork is positivity. I am the eternal optimist, and I want that feeling radiating through my artwork. I'm grateful for my migraines because I do have a positive outlook on life, and I feel like I was given migraines because the universe knows that I can handle them, and migraines have been this vehicle to help me communicate positivity to others. And my artwork is another vehicle to help communicate positive vibes to the world. Frida once said, "Passion is the bridge that takes you from pain to change." I truly believe that when you really believe in something, that you have every ability to make that change. There were so many times that I felt like giving up or that my art would never be good enough to sell. But dealing with this condition made me realize that I had to build a business no matter what, just like Frida did. I have always believed that you create your own reality. I have it tattooed on my wrist in a tiny little runic symbol. But Frida once said, "I paint my own reality." Now, I couldn't afford to live on someone else's schedule. I needed the freedom and the flexibility to put my health first. Building my online art business was the only option. Art is freedom to me. And that is exactly what my art business is in my life, freedom. One of the most important tools in my art business journey has been Instagram. It's my number one tool for connecting with my ideal clients online and converting them into high ticket buyers. If you're looking for a simple step by step plan to build your art business on Instagram, just like I have, then check out my Instagram workshop. Inside, you'll learn how to post on Instagram with purpose in order to build deep connection with your ideal client. 3 caption prompts to post with purpose, how to use calls to action to boost Instagram engagement with art buyers, 5 key elements every Instagram post should have, and how to strategically use hashtags to increase your visibility to your ideal art buyer. plus a 15-point checklist to self-audit your own Instagram account. It's the playbook that I wish I had when I started out on Instagram. So if you're looking to build an Instagram account that really grabs the attention of your ideal art buyers and builds a relationship with them, then head over to jennawebart.com/Instagram and get instant access to my most popular workshop right now. You can also click the link in the show notes. Let's take a listener question from the podcast voicemail from Barb. Barb went to jennawebart.com/podcast and hit record. And you can do the same thing today and ask me a question. Here's Barb.
Hi, Jenna. My name is Barbara, and my question is about age. I'm 78, and I have been painting for 10 years. Like you, never painted as a child, didn't have any art classes at all. Um, I don't consider that a problem. However, I do question how to attract buyers um, when you are at an age like I am at 78. Um, do you think that there would be any barriers when people kind of find out, oh, you know, she's not really an emerging artist, which I am. I just happen to be old. So, anyway, if you could help me out on that, I would appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you so much for submitting this question, Barb. I think a lot of artists wonder the same thing. In fact, I know they do because I get this question in Artpreneur Academy a lot. You said it yourself. You are an emerging artist, and it's not a problem. And here's how I know that. If you were to ask yourself, when you fall in love with a painting that you have to have in your home, do you care the age of the creator who made it? Or when you hear their story and the richness of their background, which you have more of because of your age, isn't that what makes the creator more interesting? So own your power and own your story in your rich history. Tell your story and let your age be your superpower. And on social media, some of the most powerful and viral creators are senior citizens. So, more power to you. I love that you have found your passion at the age and stage of life you're in. It's never too late, and keep going. Today, you learned the many reasons why Frida is my symbol for purpose, passion, and self empowerment. And I hope you feel it too. I hope you really enjoyed today's episode. If it fell on your heart, please share today's episode with a friend and take a moment and leave a written review. It would mean the world to me. I can't wait for you to dive into my most popular workshop, my Instagram workshop. I'll see you inside. And I will see you right here next week on the Empowered Artist Podcast. Thanks for listening. I love you guys so much.